So I want to actually tell you the truth about my scalping strategy. And if you don't know who I am, I go by Solo E. And you might have seen me, you might not, but majority of the time I am on my YouTube channel live streaming, showing real results, showing actual trades, showing it while I'm actually live, how I'm handling emotionally, growing the funded account with Funded Pro, and growing my personal account with Offspring FX. I'm literally going to give you guys the secret to the sauce and exactly how I'm going about this and how you guys can turn any account, doesn't matter what account size you're working with, $100, $1,000, $500. If you want to pass a challenge with any prop firm, Funded Pros, like I said, is who I'm using. I'm going to break everything down for you guys so you can truly understand how this all works. So first and foremost, let me show you my journal. This is my journal. I show this all the time on my live streams. All of my stats right now, like I said, I am working on a personal account. 1760 is what we initially started off with Offspring FX. Now, that being said, from VIP signals, posting it on there in all my live streams, 90% of these trades were called out on YouTube or in my VIP, so everyone else can obviously be a part of this challenge. And we already at now about $12,000. So the backstory to all of this, yes, there's more than what I may preach about, which is your psychology, your mental, how to handle that. But there is another factor that goes into trading, which is still important, and that is how to actually read the market the right way, right? And this goes into supply, demand, order blocks, however you guys want to look at it, it goes into all that. Now, as a trader, I don't specifically go into smart money concept, ICT concept, supply, demand, order blocks, support, resistance. I have my own span, and majority of you guys might know it already, which is liquidity phase, which you see here as a strategy. Liquidity phase is one of my strategies. 3-man standing is another strategy. Now, if I go in my details here, let's see, overall here, you will literally see what trade produces the most as far as my strategy. Seeing that, once again, I made most of my money with my strategy called the 3-man standing strategy, which we will be talking about, so make sure you do not skip past this video. But my 3-man standing strategy is my highest producing strategy. I took the most trades with it. That's because I seen more with it. It's super simple to identify. Second, I made the most money with it. And third, obviously, I have a higher win rate with this. Now, my other strategy is my liquidity phase strategy. As you see, I didn't make the most money with this strategy. I took the less trades, but I still have a high win rate. So I am going to give you the secret sauce to all of this and break down how you can analyze the market with my strategy and give you the real truth on how I look at the market from emotional sides and all of that. All right, so I'm actually going to be using a platform called Trader Locker, which is in beta with Offspring FX. This is actually something Offspring FX has in their back end. So if you guys are not with Offspring FX, what's going on is that it's a new world where they're now knowing everybody's using TradingView. So guess what? They decide to now get something powered by TradingView integrated in their broker, which is a tremendous difference and definitely a big plus for me in my eyes. And that's what we're going to be using to analyze the market. So let's kind of start off with creating the perfect concept of what a liquidity phase strategy or liquidity phase is. Now, before you guys really understand the liquidity phase, you got to understand something here. If you are a trader where you trade maybe support or you maybe trade resistance or somewhat like that, right? Maybe you're like, hey man, look, I trade support, I trade resistance, and you maybe want to just kind of just get a full glimpse of everything, right? When you're dealing with the reaction of market and you see that we got that 2 bounce that's hitting that same area, you're instantly like, if market comes right back to my support level, I'm gonna buy it. Well, before you decide to buy it, I want you to stop that, and I want you to look at one other thing before you consider that. I want you to look at the most recent highs after it basically created that support level. So in your eyes, you're going to see this as support, or you're going to see this as an order block, mainly support though. Now, when you spot this support level, you also want to make sure you spot a high, and you want to also see if it's giving you equal highs, meaning that it's bouncing off of the resistance more than once. So like a double top. Not only that, you also want to make sure you're looking at liquidity, meaning that you're looking at wicks, right? So wicks is going to be your best friend when you're dealing with market. So now what is happening is, let's say that we spot wicks in the market as far as in the upwards move, right? As far as our resistance band and our support band, we spot wicks, which is liquidity. Whatever direction market decides to go first, that is initially the overall bias. So if we already see the market was doing this, right, going down, and we see that it swept the liquidity down here, this is where problems get formed and created. Every trader thinks this is the break of structure or change of character or however you guys want to go for it, right? And you instantly believe that I'm going to sell it. And I kid you not, 90% of the time when traders decide to sell it, it always goes against them, like the world is against them or the trading industry is all against you, which is really supposed to be. But for whatever reason, you're just making this assumption that everything is against you because of this reaction. Now, the reason on why market decided to go the opposite direction after it just basically hit your support level, while you thought it was going up for that little bit and then it pulled right back down, this is because when you look at double tops and double bottoms with wicks, if it's showing you equal highs and as well as equal lows in the same area, this is what I call liquidity phase strategy. I know you guys been waiting for this video for a while, for those that's been tuned in my lives and in the VIP or whatever, but this is the liquidity phase. What I mean by liquidity phase is it will do a phase 1 and then a phase 2 before it goes in that direction. I'm sure we all witnessed this before, where market would tap down below and then we try to sell it, and then out of nowhere we come back and we realize market's all the way up here. So either we blew our account, we got stopped out, or something happened. And then now you're like, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and buy. And guess what? The moment you buy, it decides to go right back down. I'm pretty sure we all witnessed this before. Pretty sure we have. Well, guess what? This is the liquidity phase. So with this concept right here and this strategy right here, even though you guys see it in my journal, I would assume this would have been my number one money maker, right, in my high win rate. But not necessarily it is, but it is very effective. And this right here is what helped me pass Funded Pro Challenge and grow and still growing this account and comfortably trading live on my YouTube while all of you guys, thousands of you watching me with this strategy right here, because I understand that the support level isn't support to a bank or to the algorithm, it's money. I understand that the resistance level isn't resistance band to them, it's money. So it's kind of like, why would the banks just go completely down and not take this billions of dollars here? I'm sure they will want that too. That's the whole reason on why they're buying and selling all the time, because they want to take small money and accumulate that money to get more money. That's exactly what's happening here. So me seeing this setup, no matter what time frame I'm on, it can be on a 1 hour, 5 minute and such, I'm instantly looking for these reactions. So as you guys see here, this is Trader Locker, and the beauty of what I'm going to basically show you guys just as a demo, because this is a demo account, I'm only just showing you this so you can understand the secrets behind my strategies and how I'm growing an account and how you can do the same. But I'm also going to show you guys by using this platform of how accurate it can be and efficient it can be for you, so you don't have to go into MT5 or MT4 and trade with them. Now, before I go into all of that, one other thing I do want to mention is, like I said earlier, my 3-man standing strategy is my number one strategy. Now, you might ask, what is this 3-man standing strategy you're talking about? Well, let's talk about it now. So basically, I know in market, based off Elliott Wave that I've been studying for the past 2 years, still learning it, but 2 years is where I fully concentrate. I know that market will usually give you 5 moves in a trend, rather if it's up or down, before it decides to go the other way. Now, with the 3-man standing strategy, basically what it means is there's 3 different concepts or strategies inside of one strategy, right? And basically, to break that down, how I'm going to look at this is every time I spot a trend, either if it's up or down, before I get in the market, I know market will have to reverse. It has to. It's just like if something is very expensive and no one can afford it, obviously they're not going to keep increasing the price because they need to make money too. So what do? They depreciate, they drop it at a discount in a balance. The balance is they started at $100 and they got it to $1,000. So they got to make it make sense to a consumer. So they find a balance in that, which would be 50%. And that is where my midpoint comes in. So I'm not just saying, guys, every time I draw my fills, which I will draw my fills from the beginning of that range to the end of it, I'm not saying every time it comes to the 50, I'm going to just buy it. No, never in a million years I would do that. What I am going to do is look left to see where's the settlement at. Now let's talk about a settlement. Like I said, if you're watching this far, congratulations. You are really trying to learn something here instead of you trying to figure this one step move and go somewhere else. A settlement is a high and a low. The reason why I don't get into supply demand, order blocks, key levels, support resistance is because whenever you see a high and low, whenever you see structure, there's some structural strategy that exists that you might have seen on YouTube or Google or whatever it is. At the end of the day, the way I teach and the way I look at market is all fundamentals of technical, not get into specifics of a theory or a concept that somebody just thought of or made and make it sound nice and pretty, right? What I'm getting at the end of the day is if I'm looking at market and I'm looking at the 50% mark or anything under that, I'm looking for a settlement in that area. So let's say that right here we had a nice little high, internal high, or minor high form. Guess what? I am now going to mark this as a point of interest. That's probably the only thing I got from Smart Money because I like that word. Point of interest. Like I said, you can look at it as supply. You can look at it as demand. The true value of supply demand isn't a little ass box that you're going to draw and think that that's your demand level. No, that is not accurate. What demand is really anything under the equilibrium of 50 is all demand because they're demanding people to take this product or this whatever it is, right? Purchase. Everybody's demanding to get it. Now the demand is high. Everybody's wanting it. And now they have no choice but to increase the price to basically slow down the demand. So basically, me going back to what I was saying, once I see market is tapping into this midpoint or the extreme, all I simply do, I don't buy yet. That's one thing I do not do. All I simply do is wait on price to tell me that the buyers are in the market. Once I establish that the buyers are in the market, and this is all from double bottoms, engulfing candles, wick rejections, one of my favorites, and looking at momentum, which I might have to do another video on that. If you guys really want that video, drop PA momentum in the comments. This is how I know you guys are still tuned in if you're dropping PA momentum. If you are, congratulations. You are one step closer to really trying to get the bag. But back to what I was saying. All I wait for is that to happen. So let's say that it didn't happen in my midpoint. Guess what? That's the reason on why I would not buy my midpoint. If it comes to my extreme and it happens, I'm buying off there. Now, the next question may be, well, E, where would you put your stop loss? I don't never do a 5 pip stop loss, 2 pip stop loss, 10 pip. I literally follow what structure is telling me because let's be realistic with ourselves, y'all. Let's stop playing this game of trying to figure it out, thinking or think this, it could come here. No, we're playing what we see, not what we think. So if the market is telling me this is the most recent low, I know banks and algorithms, they're either going to respect this low or reject this low. But I'm going to be in that area of making money while they're trying to do that. So that being said, all I'm simply doing is waiting on market to give me those reactions, and I'm in the market. And I kid you not, like I said, this strategy is what got me $10,000 from a $1,700 account. Not only that, this strategy is what helped me pass the first challenge with Funder Pro. And then as well as getting the second challenge, we're still working on it live. We're live on YouTube. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I want to show you that I am legitimately giving you all facts and transparency of me winning and losing. We do have a really good high win rate in our VIP. Right now, 75%, 74%. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I really want you guys to understand as a YouTuber that trades, there's a lot of stuff that goes out there with people faking everything. I really want to genuinely show you guys that, yo, it is possible. You can make this simple or you can make this difficult. And that's one thing that I really preach every time. You can make this simple or difficult. And I swear, I do what I can in my power to make this simple. So me giving you guys the secret sauce of what I'm using, how I'm implementing is perfect. But now that you guys know the strategy, this doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be profitable after watching this video. You still got to master this mental. So let me show you guys some live results and we'll continue from there. All right. So like I said, I'm using Trade Locker, which is integrated with iSpring FX, which is pretty much way better than MT4, MT5. It's honestly TradingView. It's basically TradingView, honestly. That's legitimately what this is. So if you guys are not a part of iSpring FX, this is probably the best time to get in. They are in beta now. They're still working on a lot of other features of it. But I'm going to just show you guys a couple concepts of what to spot. So now my favorite pair to trade is US oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in US oil. Like I said, I do not need to go in MT4 to figure this out, or MT5 to get in the trade. Now I can literally come on Trade Locker here and then immediately take some trades. So I'm gonna just show you guys what a liquidity phase looks like, because it's not easy to spot right away. It will be difficult, obviously, but it is simple once you get it. All right, so here is a prime example of a liquidity phase. This is actually a trade we took. We made money. We've been really good with oil lately. It's one of my favorite pairs. Actually, you will see it in a bit, but this is my number one money maker. So look and notice how we had equal wicks at the top. A lot of you guys will see this as resistance. Notice how we had a lot of equal wicks at the bottom. A lot of you guys will see this as support. Now notice how we went up first, right? We took the highs out first. Now, once again, 90% of traders would have said break a structure, which I understand, and it is, right? Because we took the highs, but I'm pretty sure this is probably why that strategy works for a little bit, but then it stopped working, and then you start going to a different video, watching a different strategy. But whatever case happened, let's say you took a buy here because you waited on a pullback or you waited on a breakout. Regardless, what ended up happening was it went completely left, and we took this buy. I think we actually took the sell. Yeah, we sold it, and then we brought it. So we did both. We sold it and then we brought it because we knew this was a liquidity phase, which is whack off. If you didn't know that, this is whack off. So we immediately took the highs and then we took the lows, and then market went right up. Now, why did this happen? Once again, because obviously we was already going up. But once again, they look at this as money. They don't look at this as no damn support or no damn resistance level. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that. So that being said, this is exactly why market went up. Now, this whole entire week, we've been nothing but blues. We haven't took an L yet this week, and I think total we took about 4 to 5 oil trades every session so far. So it's been good. But if you guys look here, now my 3-man standing strategy is also a simple strategy. As you guys see, market basically created a high. Now, as you see here, we don't have equal highs and equal lows. It's going diagonal. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a liquidity phase. So as long as I don't see a liquidity phase in the making, I know I'm good. And I'm going to my 3-man standing strategy, as that's my number one. Notice how we took the highs out. So in my eyes, I know I'm not going to buy because I know it needs to pull back, and that is giving me a better position to enter. So notice how here we have our midpoint. All of this is my extreme. Once again, you guys can call this your supply level, demand level, order block. I don't care. In my eyes, I don't see it like that. I see it just as settlement structure. Notice how we came into the this is a trade I called too, but notice how we came into our extreme point, and then we started seeing buying pressure. This is what got me in this trade. TP1 was here. Unfortunately, we only got TP1 because they still wanted to consolidate. But this is my strategy, and I just want to show you guys, for those that haven't been watching my streams or anything, here 3-man standing strategy is my number one. You guys see all of these right here, 3-man standing strategy, liquidity. I've been taking a lot of trades with that, but most importantly, I want to show you that my number one money maker is the oil. Oil's been making me the most money. And then gold would be, well, not necessarily gold. Let's see. Yep. And then gold would be my second best. So I'm here to show you guys that this is my journal. This is me showing you actual proof. If you haven't watched any of my videos, or if you don't believe, or if you're a non-believer, like usually a lot of people like to comment and say this and this. But once again, guys, at the end of the day, if you don't have this implemented in your system, which is this, I can show you guys this. You can pause it. You can look at it. You can take notes. It doesn't matter. But if you guys don't have a full system from risk management, compounding strategy, from what type of pairs you want to trade, your trading strategy, and your rules, what I just gave you guys wouldn't even matter, because you're not even following everything else. Stop watching all these strategy videos and flocking out on every mental video, because mental is important. And without that, you're just going to keep being in 5 years, 10 years in trading, still watching fucking YouTube videos and Googling how to trade supply demand. And you think that's why you're not successful. It's not because of the strategy. It is literally because of the way you handle your mental, and y'all still do not want these type of videos. But I get it. So I'm going to give you guys what y'all want. I'm pretty sure majority of you guys that is still watching this understand, because y'all still watching it. Everybody else, obviously, they skip past it because they want another strategy video. And I get it. And they're going to be where they be. But y'all going to succeed. Y'all going to be with the solo team and everything like that. So that being said, guys, if you are not a part of Offspring FX, make sure you tune in. Like I said, Trade Locker is who they're using now. I'm gonna definitely tap into that once it's done out of beta. And then other than that, Funder Pro, if you guys want a funded account, you do get 20% off. Go ahead and tap into that. And other than that, y'all, I'll see you in my live stream. Y'all peace, take care. Your boy Solo, I'm out.